Yippee-ki-yay movie lovers, I'm Jan, and in this video I'm revealing Trolls World Tour's hilarious deleted ending with the Bergens, Bridget and Gristle, plus 14 more amazing deleted scenes and songs you never got to see. As the credits roll on the final version of Trolls World Tour, we get a fun dance party and song that finishes with a cool cameo by everyone's favourite Bergens, Bridget and Gristle. But there's an arguably even funnier post-credit scene that we almost got.
Poppy, come quick!
Cloud Guy, what is it?
I'm having a baby! Aww.
These are the three Cloud babies we see riding around with Cloud Guy and his girlfriend in the credits of the final movie. And of course the cutscene is also a fun riff on how Guy Diamond gives birth to Tiny Diamond.
Poppy, come quick! It's an emergency!
Guy Diamond, what's wrong?
I'm having a baby!
The deleted credits scene continues in the vein of a cheesy family-based TV sitcom complete with canned laughter, as we see Cloud Guy trying to take care of his kids.
Love is to be in every moment. Love is enjoying the passing of time. Love is living up on cloud nine.
What the heck's this sack of garbage? Yeah. No, thank you.
And that hilarious ending with Bridget and Gristle watching the show on TV might well have been another Bergen cameo appearing right at the very end of the credits, in addition to the mid-credit scene we got in the final movie.
Oh, Grithy, I guess we're late to the party.
Oh, balls!
Grithy?
But who's gonna eat my cheese balls, babe?
The first trailer for Trolls World Tour features a scene cut from the final movie of Poppy singing The Sound of Silence together with the same weird and wonderful forest creatures that accompanied her when she sang the song in the first Trolls film. According to the Trolls World Tour wiki, this deleted scene of Bob crashing Poppy's song was how the movie was originally going to begin. And instead of Bob's pet bat Debbie delivering an invitation to Queen Poppy, this was going to be how Poppy discovered that there were other troll tribes. Another deleted trailer scene shows King Trollex handing over the techno string to Queen Bob.
I'm gonna unite the 6 strings and destroy all music, except for rock! No! So, I'm gonna need your string.
And if you look carefully at this cutscene, you'll see that it would have revealed that the techno string was held in Techno Beat Drop Button, as the middle blue string he normally has on his head is now missing. The scene might have been cut because Techno Beat Drop Button appears at the end of the movie with all his strings intact, even after all of the 6 strings have been destroyed. Cloud Guy had a relatively small part in Trolls World Tour, just narrating the opening scene and briefly dancing on stage with the other trolls at Bob's concert. Originally though, there was a deleted scene in which Poppy, Branch, Biggie and Dinkles bump into him again.
Cloud Guy!
Cloud Guy.
Slap it. Grumpy pants. Hey. Fist bump? Old time's sake?
No.
That would have been a callback to when Cloud Guy pranked Branch in the first movie.
I'm gonna let you slide with a fist bump. Whoop! Shark attack! Nom 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 nom. Jellyfish!
In the cutscene, Cloud Guy would have also introduced us to his new girlfriend.
Guys, this is...
Janet.
We're dating! Ooh! Janet and Cloud Guy. Jaloud Guy. That's our couple name.
Janet does make a brief appearance in the end credits of the final movie, where the two Clouds already seem to be acquainted and give each other engagement rings, which makes a little more sense now we've seen this missing moment.
How long have you guys known each other?
10 minutes.
And we're gonna last forever.
Whoa, slow your roll, Romeo. That seems a bit much this early.
We'll talk about this later, honey bunny.
No, we won't, Angel Cake.
Cheddar cheese.
Sugar Booger.
Jane.
Oh, you didn't!
Yeah, I did.
Well, that's it! Relationship over.
Fine. This was a bicycle meant for 2, Janet. For 2.
Given that the pair split up in this deleted clip, it seems that we were meant to interpret the final movie's credits scene as them getting back together. By the way, during their breakup, we can see how similar they are, when Janet uses the kind of dramatic word fade that Cloud Guy liked to use in the first movie.
Janet and Cloud Guy were just doomed to fail, 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 fail.
Certain death, 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 death.
Broppy fans would have probably enjoyed the next part of this deleted scene too.
But you guys were such a cute couple.
Yeah, and we ruined it. Guess we were just too different. Hope that doesn't happen with you two.
Oh, no. It's not. No,
that's
see,
not
no, I'm
my
not. We're
boyfriend.
just friends,
We're not,
right?
no.
Yeah, no.
No, he's not.
It's just friends. Just
He's
friends.
not my boyfriend.
Right.
But cloud romances seem to move pretty quickly in the Trolls world because Janet has a rebound already set up with a thunderstorm cloud.
Well, time to move on. Winds are changing, yada yada. Besides, my rebound's here.
Rebound.
Hey, babe, these guys bothering you?
With Sheila B popped, the Trolls hurtle towards the ground below. Fortunately though, Poppy finds some gum and they blow bubbles that act as parachutes, helping them land safely.
I swallowed my gum.
Oh.
Next up is a cool duet with Branch and Hickory, but just before we dive into that, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Full Sail University. If you've ever wondered about learning the skills to break into the film or animation business but don't know where to begin, check out Full Sail University, whose graduate students have landed jobs on award-winning movies and TV shows including How to Train Your Dragon, Toy Story 4 and Avengers Endgame. Full Sail's Film Bachelor's degree program immerses you in the world of filmmaking from every angle. You'll gain practical experience while learning what it's like to work on a film from start to finish, giving you a feel for the role each crew member plays in a production. And the computer animation degree program guides students through the same production pipeline used in professional studios, from storyboarding, sketching and visual development to modeling and character animation and final compositing. These degrees are offered in an accelerated format to get you into the field faster. If you want to find out more about these film programs and how to get started, visit fullsail.edu/flicksinthecity to learn more. A fun song that was sadly cut from the movie was a big musical number where Branch and Hickory sang an ode to Poppy, who they called the Queen of Pop.
Following the Queen of Pop, knowing that you won't give up.
This deleted song was storyboarded by DreamWorks artist Jeremy Bernstein and is sung in a country style.
We're just a pair of fools who'd do anything for you. Following the Queen of Pop.
A little bit of this original scene was kept in the final movie when Hickory sings a short country song to Branch accompanied by singing river reeds, though in the final version the song he sings is Patsy Cline's I Fall to Pieces. The giant river eel-like creatures that swim under the boat in this deleted scene also appeared in unused Trolls World Tour concept art of the trolls telling each other ghost stories. A great deleted scene with the movie's antagonist sees Barb rocking up at an old diner in her World Destruction Tour Angler bus. Inside the diner are groups of trolls whose musical styles are no longer very popular, so they're sitting around feeling very sorry for themselves.
Singing your heart out and nobody cares? Not fun, is it? But all that changes now. You've all heard of pop music. You think they're so great because they're popular. But you guys are gonna help me change that. Lil Miss Polka, the Mariachi Sisters, the Barbershop Boys, and Jax, the Smooth Jazzer.
Hey, babe.
The smooth jazz troll then almost hypnotizes Barb with his laid-back tunes.
That's enough! Save it for Queen Poppy!
Which of course he does later in the actual movie with Poppy and Branch.
I can't feel my face.
Barb's reward for Poppy's capture is also a little different in this cut version.
Whoever brings me Queen Poppy and her string will be the opening act on my World Destruction Tour!
Whereas, in the actual movie, Barb offers the winning bounty hunters a tiny refuge for their own music.
I don't know, it looks pretty tiny.
You want it or not?
The sneaky yodelers also get a different introduction in this deleted scene.
If you really want the job done right, you need a couple of yodelers. Yeah. We will find this Queen Poppy.
And we will stop at nothing.
The yodeler's true identity is still kept a secret though, with Hickory and Dickory hiding behind a pair of beer glasses. What's also interesting about this deleted scene is that instead of Barb using a group of bounty hunters that only represented less popular music, in the final film DreamWorks also included K-pop and reggaeton trolls, because they wanted to make sure that there was more musical diversity in the film, and they're two very popular genres. In an alternate version of the movie, Poppy and co were going to meet Hickory before they arrived at Lonesome Flats, home of the country trolls.
See, a troll, just like us.
I say we steer clear.
Now, Branch, we're out here to build bridges. If we steer clear, how will we make new friends?
Yeah, more like making new enemies.
But despite Poppy's enthusiasm, the encounter with Hickory has a spaghetti western type vibe as they all eye each other up suspiciously.
Hi there! I'm Queen Poppy.
Queen Poppy?
Mm-hmm. Of the Pop Trolls.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Yippee-ki-yay.
Only 2 legs. Huh. Thought I'd seen everything.
Hickory's comments about Poppy only having 2 legs and not 4 like him are a hint to his secret identity, as he's also really just a 2-legged yodeler troll, pretending to be a 4-legged country troll. To keep up his disguise, Hickory continues to act distrustful around Poppy.
Where'd you tumbleweeds come from? Don't take kindly to being ambushed.
Oh, no. We come in peace. In fact, I'd like to make a peace offering of, drumroll please, cotton candy?
Remember, that cotton candy is what Poppy was carrying on Sheila B. as a plan to make friends with Barb in the final film.
And I hope you didn't eat all the cotton candy because Barb is gonna love it!
And Poppy's sugary offering finally sweetens up Hickory when he tries it.
Well, howdy! That's a right tasty treat! Thank you kindly. Name's Hickory. What can I do you for?
Another song early in the movie that ended up getting cut took place on the Sheila B. balloon and was going to show Poppy revealing her plan for saving the Troll Kingdom.
We're gonna find other trolls. All we have to do is come together and embrace our sameness.
Woohoo! Yes, Poppy!
The original scene for this was storyboarded by DreamWorks artist John Magram and features Poppy singing to the tune of Can You Feel It by the Jacksons. It's a fun and zany musical number which shows how Poppy thinks the solution to Barb's attempt to take over the world with rock is to shower pop music uniformity over everyone instead. The cutscene mixes a dreamlike quality with the look of Poppy's scrapbooking and shows her blanketing the Troll Kingdom with pop music glitter, sparkles and hearts. Her eyes and mouth blast out multicoloured rays of light over the other trolls, turning their eyes into hearts and them into a string of happy pop troll puppets. Branch, who we know is resistant to some of Poppy's excessive exuberance, uses one of his pointy sticks and a rock to smash one of the hearts Poppy is spreading everywhere, only for her to stick it back on him, where it expands and smothers him. The deleted song reveals that Poppy's blind to just how oppressive her ideas really are, and shows some unflattering parallels between her and Barb in the way Poppy turns other trolls into pop music zombies, just as Barb later turns them into rock music zombies. In the end, the filmmakers decided the song was slowing down the story too much, so it was cut. A small deleted scene at the beginning of the movie saw Cooper having a conversation with a reflection of himself about whether he thought he was really from one of the other troll tribes.
Hey you, do you think I'm one of these different kind of trolls?
Come on, me. I'm just a reflection. You have to get out there and find out. You're right, us. I have to get out into this wide world and find out for myself. I can always count on you, me. Thanks. That means a lot to me, us.
Although the scene's amusing and reminded me a little of Disney's original Mary Poppins movie, the wordplay is possibly a little confusing, which may be why it ended up being cut. However, a snippet of this idea was used in the final film when Cooper's reflection talks back to him in a mirage.
I'm saved! Are you now? 'Cause last I checked, I was a mirage.
When Poppy and her entourage arrive at Symphonyville, they meet Penny Whistle, who tells them all about the destruction Barb and the rock trolls wreaked on the classical kingdom. A deleted scene which was cut for time showed more of what happened and revealed that Penny Whistle was actually Symphonyville's security guard. In the scene, we see how the little tin whistle unfortunately took a short break from her post just before the rock trolls arrived.
Oh, time for my union break. Yay!
And nice little detail in this missing moment is that we would have seen that Penny Whistle was a model citizen, having repeatedly won Symphonyville's Employee of the Month award. The deleted scene also showed a full-on battle between the classical and rock trolls, with the classical trolls almost winning.
Ow! Pick in my eye!
We have the classical string!
Oh dear.
In the final film, when the rock trolls attack Vibe City, the funk trolls ready themselves for attack.
Rock has arrived! It's on!
Prepare for battle!
But the battle never takes place, as the rock trolls cut the power to Vibe City. However, concept art by Timothy Lamb shows that originally DreamWorks planned to have a proper music battle between the funk trolls and the rock trolls. As the fight between the classical and rock trolls was also deleted, we never got to see any actual battles between the tribes, and instead in the final movie, Barb and her gang seem to quickly overwhelm any resistance they encounter. Another cut moment revealed in concept art shows that when Poppy and Co were imprisoned in Lonesome Flats, they were going to discover the skeleton remains of previous prisoners inside their jail. This morbid joke would have fit with the Country Trolls' somewhat sad and macabre take on life that we heard in the song Born to Die. After Hickory busts Poppy and the gang out of jail, they end up running off the edge of a canyon into the river below as they flee from the Country Trolls. However, what we didn't get to see in the final version was this scene of them almost drowning in the River of Yarn. In the final movie, we just see Poppy and Branch washed up on the riverbank instead. The only element of this original idea which did make it into the film is Dinkle's vision of ascending to heaven.
Welcome home.
Oh, Mr. Dinkles, you're alive. For a minute there, I thought you'd kick the bucket.
And more concept art reveals another cutscene of Branch saving Poppy, pulling her out of the river. The purpose of this drawing was also to figure out what the trolls would look like when they're wet, because there isn't any real water in the trolls' world, as even the water in the river is designed to resemble shiny gossamer fabric. In another deleted scene on the water, we would have seen Cooper meeting a mysterious character called Bridge Fisherman as he crossed the river on his quest to find his troll tribe. This furry-looking troll is quite different from any other trolls in the movie, and if you want to discover more deleted characters from Trolls World Tour, such as the K-pop boy band, the giant funk troll king, or the classical Koopa trolls, tap here to watch my Trolls World Tour deleted characters video, or follow the link in the video description. Links will be here as soon as it's ready. And if you love the amazing artwork by the DreamWorks artists featured in this video, you can discover much more of it in the Art of Trolls book and on their Instagrams. There's links to those in the video description below. So do you wish any of these deleted scenes or songs had been included in the movie? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Tap left to learn all about the cool Easter eggs you missed in Trolls World Tour, or tap right for something else you're sure to like. And if you enjoyed this, then a like and a share are hugely appreciated. Thanks for watching and see you next time, yippee-ki-yay movie lovers!